Hello there. Hi. We're gonna get started in 2 minutes. It is Sunday, time for all of us to get together. I'm glad you could be here. Hey Karen, welcome. It's been a whirlwind of a Sunday, but that's a good thing. I hope you had a nice day. Hey Roz. So grateful for all you guys who just come every single time or watch the replay if it just didn't fit in with your schedule. Hi, Viola. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. I am going to be working in 1 minute with this die that I've been wanting for a really long time. Two-tone floral die. It's in the current catalog. Hey, Florence. Hey, Carol. And it's as gorgeous as I thought it was going to be, so I just had to make something with it right away. So I'm going to share that with you today. I'm also going to share with you an upcoming class that I have, and people have been asking me to have Saturday classes. Hey, Roseanne. So this class will be on a Saturday. So if you work or babysit or have other obligations on weekdays, you can come on a Saturday. Yes, you can. So I'm going to show you that project too. Hello, Stephanie. Let's see. Yep, 7 o'clock. So let's turn you down, and I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to start stamping. All right, let's turn down. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for being here, everyone. All right. So, August host code. Hi, Maria. Here is the August host code. Make sure that if you ordered in July that you're turning in those coupon codes. You should have received an email. And the end of this month is the last day you have to turn those in. Each one you have is worth $5 off. So, hi Irene. So make sure you're using those. And here is my website if you need it to shop with me, beverlystamps.stampinup.net. And my name is Beverly Morales. If you have not been here before, I welcome you. I welcome you here with all my friends, my followers, my subscribers. Hey, Mary, my customers, my relatives, and anybody else who wants to show up. It's a big party. Yes, it is. All right, the first thing I always do after mentioning who I am and my host code is I tell you who the winner is. Hi, Marcia, of the card I made last time. This cute little French country bunny card with the special little inside, the circle where your tag can just be slipped in and out, has a new forever home. Hi Susan, hi Aman, and let me tell you who that is. Let me see, I always have it upside down. Hey Joyce. Yay, congratulations Viola. I am so happy for you. Now, Viola just lives maybe 5 minutes from me, if that. Hey, Lynn. So we can get this to you very, very easy. Hi, Wayne. Hi, welcome. Congratulations, Viola. I'm going to set that aside. And now I'm going to talk about my book box class. Hey, Karen, that's coming up. All right, before I talk about the date and time and everything, let me show you my book box. This is one, hi Diane, that I've made with the new ribbon and the new designer series paper, a current stamp set, and some current dies. And some new dies, the deckled circle dies. And I made this book and I am going to show everybody that wants to come to the class how to make this book. Now, you untie the book and you open it up and it has a box inside, so you can put a gift in there. Isn't that the cutest thing? I had a class on Friday, and those who were here have already signed up for this class, so let me tell you all about it. Look at all the hearts. Yes, it is a beautiful, beautiful 3D item, a beautiful way to give a gift, a beautiful way to decorate your home at Christmas time if you make a Christmas one. But you don't have to just make this for Christmas, of course. You can make it for any time of the year, just depending on the DSP that you choose to use. So let me just show you that again all the way around. Okay. So the book box class. When is it? It is Saturday, September 30th. Why is it so far away? Well, if you want to use the new designer series paper in the new upcoming catalog, you can't order till the 2nd. So I wanted to make sure everybody had time to order their designer series paper and their coordinating ribbon and get it to their home prior to the class date. The time is 10:30 a.m. Hi, Debbie. My customers like to have classes in the morning if possible, because then they're home a little after lunchtime and they still have their whole afternoon to do things and evening to do things with their families. So that's why it's 10:30 in the morning. Where is it? It's here at my shop, and all you have to do is either comment to this live, email me, call me, tell me somehow that you want to come, and I will put you on the sheet for attending. Now, what is the fee? Using my September's host code, which is not here yet because it's August, so September 1st I will get a special code, and you will use that code and you will order from me on my website designer series paper of your choice, tear and tape, a spool of coordinating ribbon. That is the cost of the class. And you can also, if you want to have me send the PDF with clear written instructions on how to make this box and pictures, then if you're out of state or out of town or can't make it that day, you can still sign up and get the PDF. Okay? So if you have any questions about that class, just let me know, and I will help you out with that. Marcia, I am not having it online as far as being live, because the last time I had a real difficult time with that, and until I have got that down pat, I don't feel comfortable with disappointing anybody if things don't work out live. But the PDF will be clear. It will have pictures, it will have all dimensions, it'll have step-by-step what to do next. And if anybody has any problem with the PDF, you can always contact me and I'll walk you through it. I have no problem with that at all. So whatever, I'm trying to be very flexible, so whatever works for you, we'll work it out. All right, so today, what am I making today? I'm making a 3D item because Christmas is around the corner, but you could also do this for fall. You could do this for any specific reason, any party that you're going to have, or just for your home decor all year round. And I'm using the two-tone Flora die. The number is 159181. This die, I already have it mounted on the cardstock. I'm using real red cardstock because I am making mine specifically for Christmas. I love to have Stampin' Up! Homemade decor at Christmas time all around my house. So this is the die. But this is not the only die that's in that set. That's just one of them. Gotta clean off my pack. I see that I got some red ink on here, and I didn't notice that before. So there are other dies, and there's a coordinating stamp set, which I have to tell you, I didn't get the stamp set, and I'm going to have to, because after using this die, I see that I would use the stamp set to help embellish what I'm going to show you today. So there's the other dies that come in the pack. Hey Louise, welcome everybody. All right, The other stamp set I used and I try to do this because I know that a lot of my customers have these already. It's the Country Wreaths. They're gorgeous. I've always loved them. And so this is fitting right in, and I was so thrilled to pull this back out and use it again. Yes, this die is gorgeous. All right, so let's start by showing you the project. Now I'm going to show it to you in another color because that's finished per se. It's not embellished, but it's finished. And I want you to get the whole feel, and then I'm going to show you the one, and then I'm going to make one for you. So this is made from Pretty Peacock cardstock, and it's a box. It's a four-sided, hi Annie, a four-sided box with no bottom or no top because it's meant to put a candle in the inside. Now I know you can't really tell pretty much on camera yet how this really looks, but I put it on my mantle. I have had this in my head ever since I saw that die. And I put it on my mantle, and behind it, it has window sheets, and I had turned on the candle. It's battery operated, of course. This is paper, so battery operated. And I walked out of the room, was doing other things, and I walked back in my den, and this caught my eye immediately. The window sheets looks like glass, if you can see the shimmer. It totally looks like you have a glass decorative piece. And this is in Pretty Peacock, but this is the die 4 times, and you can lay it flat when you want to store it and put it away. Then it just pops back up. And I'm going to give you some more ideas with this, but I'm going to show you how to make the 4 squares today, and I'm going to show you a little bit, a little trick with using this ornate die. So let me get my cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to have platform 1, 2, and 3. And then, if you've noticed already, my die is on the real red, hi Patty, cardstock. And then I taped it down. See that? Using the Post-it note tape that you can get on Amazon. Okay. Ornate. Ornate scares people because you don't want to spend 5 minutes trying to get all those little pieces out of the ornate dies, right? Well, one thing that really works, now this die is face down, the sharp end, the cutting end is touching the cardstock, is against the cardstock. So now I'm going to turn it upside down, and I am going to be looking at the cardstock, not the die, when I put it through my cut and emboss machine. And I'm going to go through it twice just to make sure, hey Vincent, that it cuts really well, or as well as it can. But turning it upside down like that really, really helps. Karen Kirshner, I saw that you asked a question, but I didn't see what it was. I promise you that I will answer as soon as this live is over, though. Or you made a comment, I'm not sure. But I will get back to you. All right, so then you need to take off the tape and be patient with that because you don't want to tear your cardstock. And it does squish it down, hard into the, probably easier to take it off this way. We'll see. See how it's already starting to fall out? I can't remember which way was easier for me to take off the tape. So I'm going to do it this way now. But why do we want to tape it down? Because I had to turn it upside down. And if you turn it upside down without taping it down, it could move, and then you wouldn't get the the edges you need around, it would move and you wouldn't have these edges around like you need them. Now we're going to pull it back away from the die slowly, and most of these pieces are going to be in the die because we did it upside down. And if they're not in the die, they're going to be very, very loose, so they're going to come out very easily. Okay, so there we go. Now the Post-it note tape also will come off and take off some of the pieces that were there. And you want to make 4 of these. So see how most of the paper is in the die? Now you're going to ask me, how do you get all of that out of the die? Well, your die brush works really well. I'll just do a little bit to show you, see how it pops out so fast, but I want to do the rest of it over my trash can so I don't have it everywhere. But it comes out super simple with the die brush out of the die. Okay, so now we have some big pieces that are hanging out. So we're going to take the time to pull those. And that's all there is to this part of it. Hey, Shari. I'll look up once in a while. I don't see everybody's name all the time, but hello to everybody. Thank you for being here and welcome. Okay, so there's a couple of little guys. I'm going to get up close so you can see. So I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm just going to poke those out. But they come out very, very easily. And remember what Reiko taught us about that bubble wrap? That might work too. I just, this is the most that has stayed in my die, in the image. The other ones I've made 4, 5, 6, 7 other ones. This many didn't stay in there. But that's par for course. On a live, things sometimes don't work out as they do when you don't have an audience. Okay, so I'm gonna try to look and see if I've got everything. The closer I look, the more I see that are still in there. Okay, so that does take a minute to get those all out. Maybe if I ran it through 3 times, it would even be less to take out. All right, so now this was a 4 1/4 piece of cardstock by 5 1/2 that I laid the die on. All right, so I've got another piece of paper that's 5 1/2 long, and I'm going to take my cutting tool, my trimmer, and I'm going to lay this into my trimmer, and I'm going to put it at 1/4 of an inch right here, and I'm going to score a line. Then I'm going to move it to 1/2, and I am going to cut. Oops, that's scoring again. I'm going to cut a line. All right, then I have what I'm calling a bracket. You need brackets to go all the way around this project, and we're going to fold that bracket in half, take our bone folder and burnish it well, and it is going to hold all of your pieces together. Now you want the folded end of the bracket to face out, so you can barely notice it at all. If it was facing in, you would be looking at that, and I don't think you would like that. Okay, so the fold is facing out. All right, so once we have 4 of these done, now I did 3 of them. I didn't want you to have to watch me make 4 of these. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the bracket, and I'm going to put liquid glue across the whole thing, both sides, and I'm going to let that set up. I highly advise that you let it set up, because you don't want things slipping and sliding around. So whenever we have glue, we do need our silicone craft mat to place it on. So if it falls over, we don't make a mess anywhere. So that's going to sit there. Now I told you it had window sheets behind it. See how much prettier that instantly gets because of the shine? And now I'm seeing more little spots that need to be cleared out. And there we go. All right, so I'm going to turn this over to the back side, and I'm going to put a thin line of glue on the edge of the image, of the cutout image. That is why you need to tape your die down to your cardstock so that it doesn't move, because you need these edges all the way around. You need the frame in order to have something for the window sheets to stick to. Now the window sheet, I cut it down to 4 and 5 and a just a little bit over 4, I should say, and a little bit under 5.5, because I wanted it to be able to hit the frame, but I didn't want it so big that I have to cut it down. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe my hands, dry them off, and I am going to put a little bit of glue on the rest. The one, I already have 3 of them attached this way. Let that set up. And while these 2 are setting up, I'm going to show you what it would look like if you left it 3-panel. So 3-panel like this, with your candle behind it back here. So kind of like just a room divider almost, right? So you could just do 3 if you wanted to. But we're going to now take the one I just finished, and I use the big flower that's at the bottom to go down in the bottom right-hand corner. And I'm just going to lay it right on that bracket that we made. And because we cut it the same length as the cardstock originally, 5.5, it's going to fit on there perfect. Then I'm going to open it up and I'm going to press. Let's move this stuff over so you can now see that I have 4 panels. See that? All right, so now we're going to take this panel here, the last one that I just made, and remember the fold is facing out. So we're going to put this one here. Just line it up, take your time. Press it down. The glue is all set up. See how clear it is? And then I'm going to just attach it closed. And there is my square. I'm going to grab this one that I just did, and I'm going to take the side of my bone folder and press it down in place. So when it dries completely, it's in there good. And then I decorated it with the wreath from Cottage Wreaths and their dies. So let me show you what those dies look like, because I have a little bit of advice for you there too. And the bow in this die set is just adorable. So I'm going to take some white cardstock, and this one of the stamps in the set. Thank you for the hearts. I really love knowing what you're thinking. So hearts and thumbs up or thumbs down or smiley faces, whatever you feel like giving me, really helps me to know if I need to step it up or if you're happy. Okay, so I'm inking up with Mossy Meadow ink, this wreath. And then I'm going to, this one, I'm going to take this die. Now there's a couple of white pieces in there, so I'm going to cut them out. And I'm not going to worry too much about lining it up per se. I'm just going to look under there and see that I can see some green. I'm going to tape it down though, because I'm going to also do the bow, and I don't want it to move around too much before I get it to my machine for cutout. Now I'm not lining it up because to me it doesn't matter, because I'm going to layer this other die. It also has little pieces in it from the last one I made, and I'm going to cut that one out on Mossy Meadow cardstock. And then I'm going to take the bow that comes in the stamp set and Real Red ink. I'm having a feeling that my customers are happy because they have this set. Stamp the bow. Look how beautiful that bow is. Lay down its die. Tape that down just so I can pick it up and move it. And then I'm going to cut this bow. This bow has the detail in it. I'm going to cut that out of Real Red cardstock. These two don't have an image under them, so they don't need to be taped down. If they move, it's all A-okay. All right, so let's get my machine back over here. That one there, and this one here, and my top plate, and away we go. Now the wreath die that is on the stamped wreath, I absolutely adore that wreath. It's probably my favorite because of the way it cuts. I'll show you that in a second. Oh, I need this one more time. So let's pop these guys out. Pop this back in. And let's do this one too. This made a difference. I really like this underneath. I love layering though. Okay. Okay, so this die here, the middle pops right out. I don't know what that could be, but I know it could be something. Okay, then we can take our brush, our die brush, pop most of these out, and then pull gently. And then we only have a few that need to be helped to leave the area. They like their little home, but we need them to go. Isn't this sweet? Now, browns, hi June, browns, oranges, different tones of greens, even pinks make the most beautiful fall wreaths. And this is the stamp set, 159752. And these are the dies, 160238. Okay, so there's that one. Let me remove this one. Use my die brush to get most of that out. Center pops right out. And then these little circles in the die, if you don't have a piece of paper that's sticking out, you can just push in one of those little circles. And now we have this. Now that's very flat. There's a lot of white showing, but look what this die does. You can bend up each one of these little leaf areas, and this die, this wreath is totally dimensional. If you have this die in your stash and you forgot about it or haven't used it in a while, I hope this encourages you to get it out and start playing with it for the holidays, for the fall. It's just a stunning, stunning set. So I like that I didn't have to line anything up, and because of the dimension, it does it in the center as well. It all looks fabulous. So just give me a minute to get all of these standing up. Hello, Rana Lola. And this is another one where I would cut some out, and while I'm watching my favorite shows or doing it, then I would do this bending until I've got them all sticking up the way I like them to stick up. Okay, so now let's watch what happens when you lay this one on top of that one. Isn't that pretty to have that deep green right behind it? It just adds so much. I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and stick it down on this die. And I like things loose, so I don't glue the whole thing down flat to each other. I want it to have that natural dimension in there, so I'm just going to lay this one on top of that one. At the top, a little half moon there, and then I've got this gorgeous 3D wreath. Okay, so now where is my project? I just had it. Where did I put it? My goodness, it's big. Are you kidding me? Is it underneath me? Where did I put my project? Here's my bows. I have, honestly to tell you, I have never lost a project in all my day. Here's the finished one, but where's the one I was just making? Good grief. Here's the bow. Again, the same idea. Solid, look at the little cutouts, and stamped. A little bit of glue right in the middle. Same reasons, I want the dimension. I'm going to actually fold this up like this, and then I'm going to add one bow on top of the other bow. Press that down with my, take your pick tool, and then another little dot right up here. And I'm going to add my bow right to the top there. Look how cute that is. So here it is finished. And I added a little iridescent rhinestone right in the middle. You can add any size. I just grabbed one. I didn't worry about the size at all. And then you can add this to your box. Okay, now this won't look good on the peacock box because it's a whole different color, or maybe it will. But what I want to do now is set the box down. I'm going to start turning off some lights so you can see what it looks like from the top, but then I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see how it's going to look on your mantle or your table. With the lights off. Okay. Well, your room's not going to be this dark, so I'm going to turn on one light. Nope, that takes it away. Okay, I was hoping I could show you the ambiance that you get. But you take my word for it. Maybe if I do it this way, you can see how adorable this is. I'm going to turn it sideways like this with the light shining so you can get the gist. See that flicker? It is absolutely stunning. It caught my eye. After I had made it, I was thrilled, and I definitely think that this is something you would like to have in your holiday decor. Okay, so let me turn lights back on so you can finish seeing everything. All right, so here is the die. Now that I'm done making the project, I just want to show you how easy all of these come out, so you can just cut out another one and another one. Now you're probably thinking, is somebody going to win this? Yes, somebody is going to win this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you, if you are the winner, I'm going to send you 4 panels and the brackets and the wreath so you can put it together. Now I may not, I have to look, I'm not positive, I may be low on the window sheets, so that may or may not be in your packet if you win. What die is this, Miss Buckner wants to know. So this is the 2 Tone Flora Dies. Item number 159181. Hey, Rosemary. It has other dies with it, but here it is. And what you want to do is cut your paper in quarters, your 8.5 by 11, to 4 1/4 by 5.5, and then this will fit on there. Just the beginning of the live, I showed how I did all that. So, and then your window sheets are going to be cut down a little bit smaller, but not much. I did do 4 by 5 and a little, not 5.5 quite, and because they're 12 by 12, and I wanted to get as many out of them as I could, and they did fit behind here really well. Someone will be a lucky person. Yes, good luck, everyone. Imagine it cut from the distressed. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yes, this is plain red cardstock. So imagine it cut out from any specialty designer series paper. But I promise you, with the light in here, in your evening, in the evening in your home, it just shines as if it was a glass item that you purchased somewhere. It's beautiful. So let me know if you want to come to the book box class. Again, it is on Saturday, September 30th at 10:30 in the morning here at my shop. And you need to purchase using the hostess code, designer series paper, tear and tape, a spool of coordinating ribbon, and if you want a PDF and instructions and pictures on how to do this because you're out of state or out of town and you can't make it, then you can sign up and get that as well. All right, I hope, look how pretty. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. I want to make a row of books to put on my shelf, and they're going to all be Christmas ones for Christmas. But next to this, it's just stunning. Very, very pretty. All right, ladies, Thank you for being here. Good luck, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Good luck to win this. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.